Welcome back to another video. My name is Abby. If you are new here and you're interested in amplifying your self-awareness, start right now by hitting the subscribe and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. So what are we talking about today? We are talking about how does the law of attraction really work? And I'm going to use a record player to help simplify exactly what happens. So a lot of the videos, a lot of the teachings that I've heard when it comes to the law of attraction is you think some thoughts, you put it out in the universe. You have some affirmations, maybe you have some mantras, and you repeat this, and you repeat it. And then the universe is going to have it in your life. You're going to manifest it simply by thinking about these things, using a couple different principles, and then ta-da, there it is. However, that is not how the law of attraction really works. Yes, you attract, the universe reflects back to you that which you are. However, people don't usually go deep enough and find out their inner workings of what's going on to understand that what they see in their life, what they are not liking, is actually a part of themselves reflecting back. So I'm sure many of you guys have seen, maybe not necessarily in person, but a record. Here I have one of my favorite, Neil Diamond, Hot August Night. This is a record, right? It's got all these different ridges on it. And you put it on a record player, and that needle gets in those ridges, magic happens, and you hear the songs it recorded X amount of years ago. So how does that have anything to do with it? Well, basically, whatever it is that is happening in your life right now, you are the record, that series of thoughts, feelings, assumptions, and beliefs. You have that record, and you have put it on the record player. The universe is now put the needle on it. It's bringing it into the manifested world. So you can think about manifestation as the needle. And it is going to be amplified through the speakers, basically into the tangible world. So if you're not liking the song that's on the record, you're not going to put it in the record player and be like, okay, I really want to hear some old school, Ray Charles. But I'm going to put on the Neil Diamond record and I'm going to hope to hear Ray Charles. Okay, record player, here you go. Do your magic. I'm thinking about Ray Charles. I'm putting on the Neil Diamond. Here we go. And then you're like, why is it playing Neil Diamond? Well, clearly in that case, you can see that is absolutely not possible. You cannot put the contents of one thing and hear the record of another. There's other things you're going to have to do. You're going to have to go get the Ray Charles record and put it into the player if you want to hear that song. The exact same thing is happening in your life right now. That is the law of attraction. In your life, you are attracting that which is inside of you. Manifestation is, another word for it is reveal. It is revealing your consciousness level. It is revealing your assumptions. It is revealing your beliefs about yourself, others, how you deserve to be treated, and how the world works. And also through, in scientific terms, and through your RAS, you are looking into the world to find very specific things. You're going to feed that with your attention, and then that will be your life, repeated over and over and over. And yes, your conscious brain, which by the time you're 35 years old, will occupy 5% your conscious brain. Your life will be run by 95%. So if conscious brain is saying, Ray Charles, here we're going to do it, we're going to get that thing, and your subconscious is like, okay, picking up the Neil Diamond and putting it on there, and you're tired of it, but you're not aware of 95% of what you believe, think, assume, and are basically, that is what your record grooves are. You're not going to hear another song. You have to learn what is on your record and what record you're playing right now. Another way that happens is the idea that you have to create, like you have to think about the life that you want to attract and you have to create it. You don't have to create anything. Just the same as you went into a record store, you don't have to create a different record. You just have to go and see which record it is that you want to select. That record exists, and then you're going to play it. So that reality that you want right now, that version of you exists in the quantum field. Every possible reality exists right now. The only thing keeping you from that is you tuning in to the person you would be. Literally, what energy would you amplify? What thoughts would you have? How would you walk through the world? You need to be that in order to reflect it. You don't see it reflected and then you are it. You don't hear Ray Charles and then say, oh, I'm going to take out the other record and put the Ray Charles on. Essentially, that is what you're saying with the law of attraction when you do it the opposite way. When you're looking for something outside of you, which is called a Newtonian way to see the universe, or it's called a space-time. We won't get into that. It's quantum physics, really detailed. And you're looking for something outside. You're looking to hear a different song, and then you'll change the record. You have to change the record in the record player, because all the record player is doing, all the universe is doing, is playing the record that you have in the player. That is a very empowering belief and realization. However, it can also be hard to realize that those hard things you're experiencing in your life, you have a responsibility in certain parts of your life. You have had an ability to respond, and your response has been repeated. So realizing that, taking responsibility, to acknowledging your role in it, gives you the power to now do something else, make a change. So let's talk about what creates this record. What is creating this current version of you that you don't want to, and how can you change it for something that you do? For one, your past. From the ages of the third trimester in your biological mother to 7 years old, you're in theta brainwave. So anything that has happened to you during that time, things that you've seen, whether it be traumatic, whether it be beneficial, whatever it is, that is going to program the way that you see the world, the way you believe the world to be. Whatever has happened then, relationships, dynamics, the way your parents have taught you, the way teachers have talked to you, whatever it is, that is serving a major part in your life right now that you might not be aware of. So going back into that, thinking about your earliest memories, thinking about how you saw yourself as a child, thinking about how you saw the world as a child is very important. So you can go back and process that properly as an adult and say, oh, okay, I understand I was a child then and I didn't quite get that right. And then you'll have that new perspective in the world, which will change what you're amplifying and therefore ultimately what you will be reflected. Another thing that's going to greatly influence what you're being reflected in the universe, what is on your record right now, is your current thoughts and feelings. What are they? What is the majority? We think between 60 to 80,000 thoughts a day. What are those thoughts? What are those feelings? Because again, the thoughts, their electrical part, and the heart, which is your feeling, is the magnetic. So you're sending out an electromagnetic impulse into the quantum field, into the universe, and the universe is going to play it back to you. You're sending out that record. You're saying, okay, here it is. Can you play this for me? And they're saying, okay. The universe is saying, okay, I'm going to play this for you. And then you're like, I don't like the song I'm hearing. So again, if that's the case, what are your thoughts? What are your feelings throughout the majority of the day? 60 to 80,000 thoughts. And mostly what happens is you thought what you thought yesterday. Today comes, you think what you thought yesterday. And again, you continue this pattern infinity until you have the awareness and consciousness to change that. Now, another big thing here is that we become actually addicted to our thoughts because they release a chemical in our body. Every time you think a thought, your body releases a chemical so your body can feel what you're thinking. A memory, yes, you can remember it, but you can feel it. It's stored in your body. So if you're addicted to the thoughts of feeling rejected, not feeling good enough, you're physically going to be addicted to those feelings. So if they're perpetuating 40,000 thoughts of your day, you're just going to keep playing that same record. So starting to realize, what is it, the majority of what I'm thinking? Why am I thinking that? Is that what I want in my future? Is that the song I'm wanting to hear in my record player? Because if not, you get a chance to take those old records off and put new ones on. One of the other major contributors to what is in your record player is where you're putting your attention. So I have another video I'll link above about attention and how powerful it is, because wherever your attention goes, that is where your energy in your life will be. The dominant place you put your attention is going to dominate your life. So if it is longing for this person that you wish would be in your life, you have that separation, you have that rejection, that is where you're putting your energy. That is going to be the reflection that you see. Is it putting hope into new possibilities, these potentials of who you can be, spending time and creating a relationship with the future you by feeling that, being grateful for your future already happening, which is gratitude, the ultimate state of receivership, according to Dr. Joe Dispenza. How is it? Where are you putting your energy? Because your energy, your thoughts and feelings, and your past, they're all going to create the current record that you're playing. And my question to you is, what record are you playing? And really, what record do you want to play? Asking yourself this will start bringing more awareness and help you to change the consciousness and awareness of your life. Start being able to manifest it, which is just reveal that new consciousness level and that new awareness and bring you the desired reality that you would like to experience in this lifetime. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If so, remember to hit subscribe, like it. It will help spread this information, and I will see you on the next one.